Live.
What's up, people?
What's up?
Hey,
What's
man, listen,
up?
I missed y'all yesterday. I wasn't in the building. Duty called, so I had to take care of duty. But listen, I just want to pop up
You had to take care
impromptu.
of duty.
Look, I just want to pop up impromptu with the team and get ready for next week. But while we getting ready, man, we've been out hitting the streets and asking people about deal breakers. Yo, do you
Yeah,
understand? Like, I was thinking about that tonight. So I called the team and said, "Lo, let's go live with this real quick.
real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Deal breakers. It's almost like, and I want you guys to chime in. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel free to chime in, of course, but deal breakers is almost like to me expectations that we have, and it's like if you can't meet this expectation, then I no longer want to move forward in this relationship. And I honestly believe that deal
Mm.
breakers come from a level of what we have gone through in our life, and it shaped us to now be able to now build this wall around us, build this fence around us. So now it makes us say, you know what, I have deal breakers. I have something, but when you really think about it, really, what is the purpose of a deal breaker?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. Because I was over here thinking like deal breaker. First of all, we are not in a deal.
We're not in a
We
deal.
didn't make a deal.
We didn't make
Okay.
a deal like y'all.
Deal.
Deal.
No, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
We're in a covenant agreement with
Yeah.
God.
Yes. That. See that. Okay. You going where I'm trying to go.
So
You feel where we trying to go?
when we was on the show yesterday, I was like, I don't have no deal breakers. And Zane was like, and I'm just like, I don't have deal breakers because I never made a deal. You make a deal with the devil. You
Yeah.
make a
So
covenant with
yeah.
God.
So we say, not come on, Zane, chime in. You know what you say? What you say?
What you say, Zane? Can you hear?
When you put it in that way, I mean, I have what I would consider a deal breaker, but if you want to use the correct term, I have a covenant breaker because for me, it is the covenant breaker. It's cheating because you breaking the covenant when you go out and you cheat. So for me, that is my deal breaker slash covenant breaker.
Is that really okay? So let me ask this: should that be the basis of how you end or move forward in the relationship? Because to me, when somebody, I don't think that they actually break the deal. Some people don't break the deals. Um, it's like behavior that they revert back to. So reverting back to may cause you to feel like you broken the covenant or you broken, because really the covenant actually is between us and God. It's not with each other. So if I made the covenant to God, then how can we, you know what I'm saying? Like if
We
that's
break it.
no, I'm saying like, so how can I actually get us back into covenant?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like have that mindset, because again, I don't think a lot of us break covenant on purpose. Most of us do it because this is something that we actually revert to. Like I said, some revert to women. Some people revert to cheating because they're looking for, hey, okay, I don't have this piece over here,
Yeah.
or I just need an outlet to go over here. And this is gonna make me feel good for this moment.
Feel my voice.
So yeah, fill my voice. So it may make us feel like, hey, um this is what I need to do for this moment. And so how do we, because don't this Bible said that we go to our brother and restore them. So if it's our duty to restore, then why we say, cause we even do it in church.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Why we say what?
No, why do we say why do we quickly say I'm done?
Okay.
Or why do we quickly say this is it?
Yeah.
Because if we even do that in church. Like if we feel like this member is not fitting the protocol, or
I think it's a
this
quickly
member is
though.
not being a good member, then we exclude them out of the church. We do that in church. We do that in relationships. We exclude them out the relationship. We don't move forward with this person. But that is not supposed to be, as Christians, our attitude to people who we feel break covenant with us. So why do we do that?
Because pain does what it does.
I don't think it's a quickly though. No,
Say
you know
again?
what? I don't even think it's that. I don't even
Talk to
think
me.
it's that because you have to you have to realize, okay, everybody's in a different place. Some people
Uh-huh.
might out of pain be like, so I agree with you, some people. But for me, it's a maturity. I've been there, done that. So I understand that when a person feels they need to step out of a
Mhm.
covenant that they've made with someone, it's deeper than just like you said, than stepping out. I may not
It's
have that
deeper.
capacity to sit here and watch you. Because first of all, what I do know is you have to decide. The person who stepped out have to decide that I want to be healed so that I don't repeat this cycle, right?
They have to,
But if
right.
that person is in denial that there's even a problem, then I'm gonna have to sit in this seat and watch you continue a cycle. So maturity tells me if you're not ready, then I need to remove myself. If you can't accept that you have a deeper issue, it's not about the cheating, then I do need to remove myself because I know I don't have the capacity to sit here and be like, oh, I'll just wait till you change. I'll just wait till you accept that you have a
No, it's
problem.
tough.
That's not me
It,
Well,
anymore.
no, I feel you, but here's
it's
the thing.
tough.
No, I get you, and I understand. But here's the thing. It's like the deal is about us, but when the deal is broken, now it's about me. It's not about us
But it's
anymore.
not a deal in the first
Right.
place.
Well, I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
the agreement, what we say, agreement, deal, however you want to say it.
I
Well,
guess.
we agree to
Yeah.
be in this, whatever in this it means. We agree to be in it. And if something is causing me to fall short in this agreement that I made to be in this situation, now it only becomes about me or about the other person. It does not say, okay, all right, listen, let's come together. What happened? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because
Woo!
again, I'm just kind of looking at it as a, you know me, y'all. I always kind of see the other side, and I just see the other side of it. It's like, you know, so the reason why I believe even God allows us to even have these covenant commitments with people is because of what's inside of us, what
Right.
God placed inside of us to even help this person or to help. And what I really believe we do is we abort the mission before before
God can do what he do to
before
show us
God.
who he is.
Eggs. You know,
Now,
thank you for taking
okay,
it out of my mouth.
so
But that's
let
what
me
I'm
tell
saying.
you, I'm gonna be real. When you're in that place of pain after that person has done something that you vow, if anybody ever does this to me, it's a wrap. It's over, done, right? When that person, whether it's your spouse or whether it's you, just you're single in a relationship with someone, the thing of it is this: when that pain starts speaking, of course we have to acknowledge that pain is our flesh. We're in pain, we're hurting, right? That pain will talk, and that pain will
That's what's
say,
talking.
I'm
I'm
not
not doing it.
trying to be in a
Exactly.
relationship with somebody that's going to
Hey, Eugene.
constantly cause me to be like dealing with the fact that they did something to hurt me. I didn't do anything to hurt you. You made the conscious decision to do whatever you did that hurt the relationship that we in, that broke the connection that we have. So let's be raw with that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, because every coin has two sides, we also know that the only reason why in the word of God we were given a out, even when it comes to infidelity, was because of the hardness of our hearts,
Yeah.
which means in that place, you have made your decision. You have become stiff necked, stubborn. I'm not moving. This is what I'm gonna do because it is. You've justified it. It's what it is. This me.
That's
I'm
right.
happy. Your flesh have taken over.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Mhm.
Your flesh has taken over, but God gave us authority over the flesh. Now, if that person comes back and say, "Yo, this is what I did. I'm sorry,"
Come
and
on.
I really feel like I'm not sorry just because I got caught. God really convicted me in this
Convicted
moment.
me. And if we have that mentality, like you, no non-negotiable, then we don't allow the healing to take
The
place.
non-negotiable,
So we've taken a
right?
non-negotiable and made it about us. Hey, Eugene Level, my brother, love you so much, man. Thank
The
y'all.
non-negotiable is the so-called deal breaker. We got to also acknowledge when in the world system, because you got the kingdom agenda and you got the world agenda. in the world agenda, names have been changed to make them sound better. So it's a deal breaker. But what God calls it, the hardness of our heart, the stiffening of our neck. He gives us over to the thing that we want when we choose not to listen to what God say that's gonna best be the thing. Okay, you messed up. Don't keep going in that same way. Repent, turn your back on that sin, walk away from it, and I will come back to you and be your God. And as your God, I got you. We don't want to do that.
And two, why do we as a society come up with things that God don't come up with? God don't say, I got a deal. Well, if you do this, non-negotiable. No, he has grace that's sufficient. You know what I'm saying? But it's like God can forgive us, but we can't because we set in place, we have non-negotiables and
God have deal breakers.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
You can sit all through the Bible. Because you will also see a lot. He be like, if this, then I'll. He do that all throughout his word. If you
Read
do
Luke
this,
chapter 1.
then I'll.
Read Luke chapter 1.
Huh?
How about, no, I'm sorry, not Luke chapter 1. Read Nehemiah. He gives a whole list of everything from Abraham all the way down to everything that the ancestors did. He is so merciful and graceful that he gave them chance after chance after chance after chance. And then when they decided, I don't want you, that's when he said, he didn't say, I break the deal with you. He just said, I'm going to give you what you want. I'm giving you over to what you want.
No, but he don't call it deal breakers. I'll give you an example. He don't have what we call deal breakers. See, because he don't think like a man. See, because we're putting it in one category. God don't think like that. But I'll give you one example. He says, if you are lukewarm, I will spew you out. I'm not taking away his grace, and I am not taking away his mercy. But he said, either you're going to be hot or you're going to be cold. Because if you're lukewarm, I will spew you out. That's the same thing with infidelity. I have to spew you out because what's going to happen is you're going to spill over on me. And either I'm going to end up being engulfed in unforgiveness, engulfed in hatred, engulfed in something negative because I have to constantly deal with that infidelity. See, and everybody different. I'm going to be honest. Everybody's at a different level of grace. Let me say that because I'm not taking away from anybody. If anybody can handle it, because some women can stay and be gracious through it until this man change, or vice versa until this woman change. Everybody is gifted or matured in a different level of grace, right? But I'm speaking for Mia. Mia knows that Mia is not. I'm gracious to forgive. And me and my husband already had this conversation. I would still love him. He could still come to my table and eat. I won't hate him, but I know that in order for you to step out on me when I go before God for you. I come to you for you when I know that I am willing to sacrifice for you, and you still decide to step out there. Then that's something deeper that you have to work on. And you have to realize it first. But like I said, from past, I've seen where some people don't want to accept that this issue. They want to blame the other person.
I hear what you're saying, but I guess what I'm trying to say here is that a lot of times, like Eugene on his apostle level said, this is what the world says. So the world, what we do is, because a lot of times, like my wife was saying earlier, there's certain things that are triggered that's already inside of us, and because we're trying to protect what we're trying to heal from, then of course this is what we say. I'm going to have a deal breaker that don't touch what's already a struggle inside of me. So when that is touched, then what we do is we say, I'm not no way, form, or fashion am I moving forward, because at the end of the day, if this wasn't a wound that wasn't inside of us, then it would be easier for us to understand, okay, look, there's a weak point that this person has went through, whether it's cheating, whether it's lying, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to that, now I always look at people, and again, we have to have this mindset, especially as being children of God. When somebody has a lying tongue, when somebody cheating, there's a root behind that. That is the fruit of the tree. That is not the tree. But what we do is we make that fruit the tree, and we say that tree is not what I'm going to deal with. But we never go deal with what's on the tree. We always look at the fruit. Right, but we put up walls because we're
I
protecting
see what you're
ourselves.
coming from.
Yeah,
I'm
so
going
we
too
say
deep.
no. Yeah, indeed. Nope, deal breaker. Nope, nope, nope. And it's like, what is this exposing? That's a defense mechanism. I gotta protect myself from you hurting what's already hurting in me.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, deal breaker. Wait a minute, that don't even sound godly.
And we gotta let me make a statement too about it says in Revelations chapter 3 verse 16 he says, so because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth, right? This is the NIV version. But before he does that, let me tell you what he says. Those whom I love, I rebuke and discipline. So be earnest and repent. He's still telling them this is what I'm about to do. But listen, if you do this, we don't have to go through that. He says, so here I am.
Right.
Stand at the door and knock. So basically, what we're talking about here is we gotta look at it past the way we see it through natural eyes, because that's a spiritual book with spiritual words, right? So if we look at it in the sense that it's written, he's basically saying this is a warning, warning, warning. You keep doing you neither hot nor cold. So I'm about to do this. But why am I about to do this? Because I gotta protect myself. That's what we do with deal breakers. We got to protect ourselves. He's doing it because God cannot constantly allow sin to run rampant.
Absolutely.
That's the only reason why God does it. Because he will not be able to look at sin and do nothing.
That's right.
So it's the context in which we saying that we do it because we don't want to get hurt again.
Absolutely.
Because you just said he could sit at your table. You still love him, but your whole point is, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to keep getting hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and break that.
No, it's not about that. It's not about that. I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that. I said exactly what you just said. That the reason why God did it. I didn't say because I didn't want to be hurt. I said because if that person doesn't identify the issues in them, they're going to continue to do it. It had nothing to do with me about me being hurt. It had everything to do with the person not changing.
Right, but why wouldn't you stay with them?
Because the person not going to change.
Okay, but why?
Because they're not going to change. They don't identify.
Yeah, see, God, one thing, man, Apostle on here, it's my school buddy here. He's saying God always sends warnings. So here's the thing, and I both of y'all saying good stuff.
And so did I.
Let me say this. Okay, so here's the thing.
We have like a minute.
No, yeah, we got because we only came to impromptu, and we don't want to make it impromptu. Right. So this is impromptu, so we're not long. So here's the thing. The thing is, okay, like I said, we must deal not only with ourselves, but we have to really understand who we are and who He made us to be in His image. And because of that, there's certain things that God placed inside of us, His spirit of love, that love would cover a multitude of sin. So the thing is, a lot of people say, well, I could show them love, gone. He not in, away from me. But the point is, God brought us together. God brought these two together for a specific purpose. So what we do is, if our wounds were touched, then we'll say, well, I'm not going to forgive them because he hurt me. He cheated on me. Whatever the case is, but like I said, what we don't do is we don't go back to the root and say why. You know what I'm saying? But we don't go back and say what it is. The first thing we do is we label this person as a cheater.
Or
same thing,
abuser.
or an abuser, or he did, or you a liar. Because if you lie, you cheat. I heard somebody say that. If you lie, you cheat. If you cheat, you'll steal. If you steal, you'll kill. Right. And it goes down the line. But this is what we've painted on God's people, God's children. God did everything in Scripture to do whatever he needed to do to save even those the people that kept his people in captivity. He even wanted to save them.
Yo, check it.
He even wanted to save them.
All right, so listen, we're gonna keep this thing
Yeah,
going.
we gotta keep this going.
Tuesday on the Real Talk podcast. But let me tell y'all, when you just said that, this what came to mind. If you lie, you'll steal. If you steal, you'll. I mean, if you
lie, you steal. If you steal, you'll cheat. If you lie, if you cheat, you lie.
If you lie, you'll cheat. If you cheat, you'll steal. You steal, you kill. All of that. Listen, those are the 10 commandments, right? But under the law, God said, if you break one of them, you broke them all. That's what that sounds like. Remember, Satan always got him a counterfeit to make people in the world say certain things out of their mouth that bring death. If you lie, if you cheat, all of that stuff is the 10 commandments. But under the blood, God said, I got all of that covered. So stop saying that out of your mouth. Stop putting all of that on people. Under the law, yeah, you break one, you broke them all. But under my grace and under the covenant, I got you. I got you. So let's keep talking about these deal breakers.
Let's talk about these deal breakers, y'all, because this is, listen, a little impromptu. We just felt like getting on for a hot second and chopping it up with you.
Right.
Apostle Eugene Level, man, I love you.
How you doing?
Tell Lady Level that we love her, and we're gonna get with y'all.
Listen, tell everybody.
You know,
we talk about deal breakers. This Tuesday coming at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. 9 o'clock, I'm sorry, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
Right? On Shift Real Talk podcast. We're trying to get our numbers up on our YouTube channel. Send them to the YouTube channel too. Give us your comments. What are your deal breakers? But we got to go right now, y'all. Sorry, we got to do it. So
listen, I'm your boy, Pastor J.
I'm your girl, Lady Bree.
Come on. I didn't hear you sing it yesterday.
And I'm Lady y'all. Oh,
yeah.
All right, y'all. And this
we out. We out. Peace.